Ah, good. This is one of those games where when I tab out to go start the stream, it mutes the game. But anyways, we are playing Legacy of Kain Defiance today, and we're gonna check some volume levels and stuff like that as we start out. Hopefully, this should all be set up and ready to go. I was able to get all the oh shit, really? God damn it. Hopefully we should have all the controls and everything working. It's going to be a fairly short stream today just because I do have to work tomorrow and I am very tired, so I need to make sure I get some sleep before work. I'm going to pass out, and that'd be bad because theoretically I shouldn't be asleep at work. It's not ideal. But we're going to get into Defiance real quick. If I hit this, and then I hit this, and then I can't see chat, and then I hit there, now okay, I can see the game, I can see chat. Hello Ghosty. Hello Bethany behind me. I'm off tomorrow unlike Alex. That's true. That is true. Oh no, you're not to blame. I just was up late last night. Messing around with this and I just wasn't very tired. But I kinda knew I was gonna pay for that. Because I had to work today. Ooh. You can move the cursor with your right stick? Look at all this nonsense. Can you guys see? Is there a game? Can you see the game? Can you hear the game? Is the game too loud? Is the game too quiet? Yee yee yee. Yee 2024. Alright. We're going to dive right in. So we picked up, just to kind of recap where we're at here at the end of the last game. Soul Reaver 2 ends. We have traveled back in time to 500 years before the events of Blood Omen to seek out Janos Audrin, the original, last remaining ancient vampire. We find him. He lets us know that we are apparently some kind of prophesied vampire hero that was destined to have the Soul Reaver, the sword. And that we needed to go recover it from the Seraphan vampire hunters led by Mobius. However, then we were interrupted, and Raziel's human self, the Seraphan vampire hunter Raziel, broke into Janos Audrin's keep and murdered him. And so we followed after him, where we ran into all of our Seraphan brothers from Soul Reaver 1 in their human forms, murdered all of them, and then after we'd finished killing everyone in the Seraphan Keep, the Soul Reavers, bloodthirst, turned on Raziel and impaled him. His soul was absorbed into the blade, which caused it to become a soul-stealing blade. However, Kain interfered. Kain from the future Kain that had followed us back in time interfered and pulled the blade out of Raziel to try to interrupt that moment to cause a break in history, which he succeeded in doing. However, Raziel passed out and collapsed and fell into the void at that point. So that's where we were at last time. We got to do Duolingo? What are we doing? Did you read some soul destined to not have a lower jaw? That is true. Took up Swedish lessons, 26-day streak. Yeah. Doing noun words mistaken each time, so I lose all my hearts on dumb mistakes. It happens. Funny because my understanding, even some Swedes don't really get the difference between nouns sometimes. Building was brutal, but that's a sign that when you start failing, that means they're actually starting to test you. That means you're making progress. So that's good. Let's get into Soul Reaver here. All right, we're just gonna start a new game. Forget the old stuff. Who cares? Let's roll. I love that loading screen. It's so good. That's some fucking fantastic art.
Given the choice, whether to rule a corrupt and failing empire, or to challenge the fates for another throw, a better throw against one's destiny. What was a king to do?
Oh, this is totally gonna get copyright claimed. I was like, this was licensed music from a band from one of the original creators of Soul Reaver that worked at Crystal Dynamics back in the day. And yeah, when I uploaded Soul Reaver, this opening cutscene got copyright claimed, so I entirely expect this will as well. Maybe not, 'cause this is a slightly condensed version of it. But I expect this will be enough. If Raziel wins, does he get rewarded with the rest of his jaw and torso?
One can only match. Move
Depends.
by
What do you mean by
move,
win?
The machinations of
Is
fate,
Raziel the good guy here?
and thus defy
Do we want Raziel to
the
win?
stars.
What defines a win? Because Kain is a dick, so I guess I'm Team Raziel. Is Raziel less of a dick than Kain? Slightly less monologuing. That's true.
And so I returned to the sanctuary of my enemy, the fortress of the Sarafan Brotherhood, deemed impossible for any man to penetrate. Impossible for any man. Deep within these walls, my prey awaited. Mobius, the time streamer, deceiver and eternal gamester, using living beings as his pawns.
In the end, we'd rooted out an entire nest of the fiends.
But we had swept that area already.
Not well enough, but no matter. We purged every last one of that brood with fire, and their souls now rest.
Lord Mobius will be pleased.
It was time for Mobius to answer a few questions. I hoped for his sake to find him in a forthcoming mood.
Alright, we're back, and we've got our boy Kain here. And the general setting here is this is supposed to be sometime after the end of Soul Reaver 2. So after Raziel was impaled by the sword. So right now we've currently got Raziel's soul in our fancy sword here. And Kain is returning to Sarafan Keep, I'm assuming he left long enough to let the alarms die down and whatever, and now has returned to go try to corner Mobius and get some answers as to what the hell's going on here, because it seems like Mobius is the only one that has actually been successfully interfering or planning and everything. But as you can see, we got some very fun combat again. Slightly more involved than it was in Soul Reaver 2, which is very nice. The one big downside we are going to see here is that all of the camera angles... Mobius has been playing all of them from the first. Oh, that's very true. All of the camera angles in this game are fixed, so I have no control over this camera. This is just entirely like fixed camera angles. The director at the time said they were going for a more cinematic approach. The problem with that gets to be when you get into 3D platforming jumping puzzles, because the controls can be abysmal. And sometimes the camera doesn't update to the correct angle that makes the jump easy. Party like it's Raccoon City. Yeah, it can get a little rough. There's a reason there wasn't, like, large amounts of, action 3D platforming in Resident Evil. Because this camera scheme does not work particularly well for it. Also, it makes it very difficult to find secrets sometimes, because, like, there could be a secret in this corner, and, like, good God, good luck getting the camera stuck into that corner. So yeah, that's going to be the big thing we're going to be fighting here, is that the camera angle is a bit of a mess. That said, other than the camera, it does not have tank controls. You press traditional kind of 3D action controls. Plays like Devil May Cry, honestly.
Help me! Help me! Oh, please, no.
With a lot of the same, like,
From time to time,
platforming problems that Devil
it
May
is
Cry
necessary
has.
to feed, and the unusual event of a feast prepared by the Sarafan must be savored.
Alright. Blood time. We can hold the prance button and watch Kain just kind of shuffle around here. Because for whatever reason, this also locks what direction he's facing. Blood, please. Our hands can absolutely get out of those chains. That is very true. Oh, it's pretty good. We gotta look for secrets though, because I want to get as many of the secrets as we can, because there is actually like bonus content and stuff. So like, look at this, shatter object for bonus item. That's probably some like health and stuff. One thing that Soul Reaver 2 didn't have was any kind of like upgrades or hidden items, which I actually really was disappointed with. Defiance brought that all back. So we get to go look for secrets. And yes, there's like behind the scenes unlocks. There's like Dark Chronicles you can find. There'll be like little rune stones. And if you find enough of those, you'll eventually like unlock behind the scenes content. Currently pretty limited on options as far as where we can go, so through the prison, out of this cell.
What was that? The touch of water is like acid to a vampire. I had to find another way to pass.
Over the prison and through the woods, yeah. Apparently, Kain is still weak to water at this point. It's a little weird. I would have thought that this version of Kain would have been, like, immune to water. Considering that, like, the whole plot of Soul Reaver 1 was that, like, Kain evolves first and then all the lieutenants come after. And, like, Rahab was immune to water, so, like, why is Kain not immune to water? It reminds me how Resident Evil Outbreak Files games did it. Had the camera fixed but still kind of followed you. Yeah, there's like fixed positions and it kind of tracks along with you. It's an interesting idea, but I just don't... It doesn't work very well for like the platforming aspect. When you have to do jumps, because you can't see like... The or the fixed perspective means you don't get any like depth. So it's very difficult to tell like whether you're above the thing you're jumping towards. And yeah, we're gonna definitely see that as the game goes on. There's going to be times that I'm going to be struggling to land what looks like it should be a very basic jump.
Led to the time streamer. My prey was nearly in my grasp, but the door had been sealed by a blessed barrier. As I approached, the Reaver resonated in response. Perhaps its dark sorcery could dispel these holy barriers.
Okay, dark sorcery to spell holy barriers.
The Reaver was not yet powerful enough to shatter these barriers, but there was something to this.
Nope. Alright. Where are we going? Yes, Kain, be sneaky. Okay, other cool things they've added into this. You can just got, like, force push. So I can just be like, get out of here, you. Hold up. I want this guy lined up a little better. Oh, come on. We'll get him. Oh, they want me to lift him. Oh, they want me to lift him and throw him in. Okay, here we go. We'll just, bring him in here. Doesn't count as sneaking if you monologue the whole time. I mean, Snake monologues a lot. I was like, Kojima's famous for his verbal diarrhea. Okay. Is it through here? Wouldn't necessarily count that as sneaking either. Fair point. Oh. Okay, well, not that way. Snake also twerk crawls. That's true. Is this where I need to go? Oh, shit. Sneaking skulking around in really tight leather gimp suits and straps while monologuing to your... Yeah, no, that's sneaking. I think that's sneaking. You gotta. I feel like that would squeak a bunch.
Locked. What a love of doors these pathetic humans have.
Alright, what do we got? Fetch me some pathetic humans. Alright, got some more of those tomes. And yeah, you might recognize this. This is totally going to be the room where we see the, like, painting of Vorador later, and where the Reaver, and where William the Just tomb is. Just that we're, you know, like, slightly before that era. So they haven't added all of that stuff yet. Oh, we got friends. Must allow meter to recharge. Get up. You know how you wear a wet leather coat, it'll squeak when you move? How much worse is it when the leather is creeping up your ass crack and everywhere else? I feel like that would muffle the squeaking.
This emblem was unmistakably of vampire origin and designed to enhance the Reaver's power. But this coincidence seemed too convenient. Mobius clearly meant for me to find it.
Sound the alarm!
Vampire!
Don't let him escape!
I love these guys.
Surround him!
The Seraphan are amazing.
Surrender, fiend, and we will promise you an easy death.
I could promise you the same, but it would be a lie.
What if you were wearing like an all-leather suit and then you sat in a leather chair? Let's get these guys out of here. I mean, you could have the answer to them. You just need to get like an all-leather suit and a leather chair. Not that hard to do.
This barrier had a curious resonating effect on the Reaver.
All I'm thinking right now when you're saying like that to put grease on it. Oh my god. Fucking these booby traps. What is this, Indiana Jones? Get the hell out of here. Oh my god. My one weakness, dart traps. Hello? Let's get them all out of here. No, I'm just thinking there's like that classic high school prank where you take like 3 pigs and you label them, you number them 1, 2, and 4, and then you grease them up and let them loose in the hallways. So that if they spend the rest of the day looking for pig number 3. What if you just like greased up like 3 guys in gimp suits
This
and let them
door
loose in the
had been
hallways?
equipped with a singular lock, requiring an unusual key.
You would like to
Somehow,
know
I
their
would find
location. Oh no. Alright. Let's get these guys out of here. Oh, gone, gone, and gone. Ah, telekinesis is a beautiful thing. Oh, missed that. Okay. Up here, I want to get over to the balcony they were on. Because I think there's a secret up here. There we go. Works middle school niece is cleaning with her the other day. Said to her my back hurts, no diddy. Nope. Oh my god. Come on. Get up there. Get up there, Kain. That's the other thing is he has like momentum, so like if I want to turn in place, like he'll like frequently like take a step in that direction when you turn, and it can be very awkward to control this. Combat's great. The physical 3D movement controls are a little rough. Let's go down there. Okay. Auto face to manually enter combat mode. Press auto face to exit combat mode. There's some useful controls tips. Press action for slashing attack. Reaction, got it. This game plays, I haven't played Witcher recently, but it does feel like Legacy of Kain could have went out a future with similar games. Or it's supposed to be kind of similar to art. Oh yeah, no, I think like a top-down action game would have been great. Alright, lift attack. Beautiful. So does Kain turn like a yacht and or Subaru? No, I mean, like, he turns okay. It's just that when you, like, if you're standing still and you want to, like, switch which direction he's facing, like, if I'm, like, here and I want him to face that wall, he, like, takes a step in that direction most of the time, and there's, like, a little bit of momentum to it. So, like, if you're just, like, if you're on, like, a narrow pillar and you just need to be facing the other way, because if I jump right now, I can't, you know, like, if I jump and try to move backwards, he barely moves. But if I'm facing that way and jump, you get, like, a ton of distance. So, like, trying to, it's just very awkward. Yeah. It's very difficult. And no, there's no, like, quick turn. If you ever so lightly tap the joystick, you can kinda, I'm trying to do this, like, reliably here. You can, like, kinda sometimes get him to turn. Oh, he took a step there. Well, took a step there. Yeah, it's very awkward. Also, this little tutorial sequence is mandatory, which I've always thought is very funny. Like, move in a direction and jump to dodge in combat mode. Move in a direction and jump to jump. Jump to jump. Like I said, this plays like Devil May Cry is the closest thing I could equate this to. Except they added like a billion controls that are related to doing weird vampire crap. It's like half the buttons in Devil May Cry that would be used for making the game playable are being used to like suck people's blood and use telekinesis and switch what elemental attunement your Reaver has and things like that. Press F to prance, like this. It's LT or RT to prance in my current control configuration. Or, as this game's very helpful tooltips would tell you, it would be like press prance to prance. Because for whatever reason, the tooltips don't update to reflect what you've bound them to. So it just will be like press jump to jump. And it's like, oh, thank you, game. I don't think I would have figured that one out if you hadn't told me. The button that I assigned to jump in the controls menu is used to jump. Whee! What button does thriller? Oh, this is another awkward camera thing. So, like, you see, like, when I cross here, how the camera switches? But it's like, right now, if I want to run that way, I have to hold, like, up and slightly to the left on the controller to head forward. But, like, Now holding up and slightly to the left moves me that way. So when the camera switches, what it does is it just continues like whatever direction you were running in for a second or two, so to give you like a second to like adjust which direction you're pushing the stick. So like anytime you see the camera change angles, expect to see Kain kind of like get drunk and swerve a little bit, because you're gonna have to like adjust which angle you're pushing the stick at. And like same thing when it's going around like corners like that. So Kain's gonna look like he's had a few. Sweet. Okay, we got the first upgraded ability. So there's like, where do I go for this? I go here. There's like upgrades you can get.
Cadaverous laceration.
So if I do like move plus action, which is again very useful to control description, what it means is if you like tap in a direction and keep tapping attack. I've now got that. You dead. Whee! And now when it's glowing, I can hold the button for a second to, like, blast everybody on screen once. Beautiful. Where do you want... Oh, wait, I need to go break the barrier, don't I? There was the other barrier that I couldn't break earlier because my sword wasn't fancy enough. And now my sword's pretty fancy. Because I, like, bedazzled it or something. Alright, beautiful. Into here. What do we got? We got some noise. Beautiful. Okay, so this leads to what? Like the basement? Yeah, this is looking like the basement. Alright. Also, I believe on like some versions of this, you do have some ability to like pan the camera around, but for some reason that's not working on the PC version. I've been able to get every single other control except for that to work. Like you have to use the right stick to kind of like look around a little bit, and that's just not the one thing that it doesn't want to do. And I have given up because attempting to get the rest of these controls to work on a key controller was a nightmare. When I first plugged in my controller, every single button would cause Kain to attack and to do some other action. So he would like attack and jump, or like pressing A would open the menu and make him attack. They had like 4 or 5 binds assigned to each button on the controller. Which was, you know, not ideal. Alright, hold jump to jump. Got it. Blast that. Beautiful. Oh, this is a good example of what I'm talking about. Trying to turn around on these pillars without walking into the water is going to be a real joy. And also, how far away is that next pillar? Is it, like, right next to me, or do I need to jump and glide to get to it? I can't really tell from here. So we can jump, and okay, cool, looks like I made it. Entirely possible that I was going to find out that was actually much larger and much farther away than it looked. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine. I'm sure there's going to be some areas in this that are just going to be like complete trial and error nonsense that I'm going to hate. But that's okay. Whee! Okay, I want to hit that. Okay, what's What's going on down here?
I understand. It will be done. The stage is set. You needn't linger in the shadows, Kain. It has been a long time, hasn't it?
No banter, Mobius. You know why I'm here.
Yes, Raziel. You sought to introduce your own pawn into this game, and now he's been swept from the board.
By your hand, I suspect. Where is he?
Perhaps you should ask, when? How humiliating it must be for you to come begging at my doorstep for answers.
Enough wordplay.
Don't threaten me, Kain. You see, I have the upper hand. How remarkable that the great Kain should succumb to the scepter's power like any common vampire. Still so arrogant after all these years, thinking you've devised some brilliant plan. You know nothing. You have read the signs, but missed their meaning. You believe you are that myth of vampire prophecy, the scion of balance, and that Raziel holds the key to fulfilling your destiny. But your messianic delusions have blinded you to Raziel's true nature. You have no idea what you've unleashed. There was a time when you might have heeded wise counsel when it was offered. Now, your vanity has made you witless. You will have to learn the truth for yourself. You'll be needing this. Your strength will return after I have departed. But by then, you will have more urgent concerns than pursuing me. Perhaps, when we next meet, you will have learned a little humility.
Wait, is the deal dog in this one? The deal dog?
These strange creatures seem to manifest from the very shadows.
I don't know if I'm familiar with the deal dog. Sounds like a Dark Souls NPC.
Mobius's attempt at stopping me was not one of his better efforts. When I found him, it would be my turn to offer a few surprises.
Alright. Mobius gets away, and now... we flip to the other playable character.
Surrender, Raziel. Abandon this petty rebellion. It was I who made you.
I don't know the deal dog, no.
Your life had played out, and in my grace, I spared you. You are my reaper of souls. You have no other purpose, no higher destiny. Just this. Accept your calling, Raziel. Let go
Is
of
this
these
like a
vain hopes.
wordplay thing?
Relinquish your will and feed.
No.
What do you profit from this defiance?
There's some grim satisfaction in infuriating you.
My patience is eternal, Raziel. How many eons can you bear?
Also, I
to
love that they
languish
changed
here?
his eyes
The wheel of
to have
fate
the
must
same shape as
turn.
Mobius's
All are
infinity
redeemed
symbol.
in the cleansing agony of birth, death, and rebirth. This is the engine of life, the purifying rhythm of the universe to which all souls are irresistibly drawn. Yours is a necessary and noble function, Raziel.
Enough of your sermonizing. Are you trying to bore me into submission? Why must this game go on? We both know what you are. You're no better than the vampires you so despise. A voracious parasite, cloaking its appetite in a shroud of righteousness. refuse to do your will.
I can see into your heart, Raziel. It is not your will, but cowardice that keeps you here.
How so?
You know what fate awaits you when you leave the underworld. That phantom weapon you bear is a constant reminder, isn't it? The sword is waiting for you out there somewhere, and you tarry so as not to meet it.
I could not deny it. As long as I lingered here, defying my captor, I was able to postpone what I feared was my inevitable doom. To become the ravenous spirit imprisoned in the Reaver Blade. But that sentence was no worse than the stalemate I now endured. Better to face one's destiny than cower from it.
Harvester of souls, I created you. And to this function, my angel of death, you will return.
Enough. Yes, I submit.
Very good. Indulge your hunger.
Also, the change in the way the spirits look in this is very cool. Whoop.
Yes, embrace your calling, Raziel. You will find that just as defiance has its price, so obedience has its rewards.
And submission is not always what it seems.
Raziel, maybe you shouldn't say that until you've escaped. Maybe don't, like, give away that you're lying to him. Alright, we gotta get out of here. I've had enough of this underworld. Press and hold jump to glide. Whee! Is there like a first-person camera in this? No, okay. Well, I can't see what's to the left of me. That's fine. Also, the background ambience in the underworld got significantly creepier in this one.
Below me swirled an ominous-looking mist. I knew that if I fell, it would mean my peril.
Alright, keep going. Oh.
Do you believe your worthiness is so easily proved? Your way is sealed until you have offered further evidence of your obedience.
Okay, door's sealed.
I must feed you before I depart this place.
You must feed yourself, Raziel.
The wheel must turn.
Ah, now you understand.
Going home. There's no
I
home.
think I want to go this way? The teal dog wouldn't do this, is all I'm saying. Alright. Oh, can I get across? I can, sweet. Oh, other neat thing you can do in this one, you can move. You can move while absorbing souls. Oh god, well, dead. Well, there's my first death due to not being able to see where a jump lands me because of the camera.
You may go, but remember, you are mine.
That actually might be my
You can
first
no more
death
escape from me
in the
than
series.
you can escape yourself.
Unless we're counting like Hearts of Darkness revives in Blood Omen 1. I don't think I died at all in Soul Reaver 1 or 2. I might have gotten sent back to the spirit world like once in each game. But I didn't die in the spirit world at all. Oh. Death count, you just go to the spirit realm. So
You
it's a
want
little
this
weird
room
here, because
cleared
like when
of
you
its
die
vermin.
in the spirit realm,
If you wish
it like
to
resets you to a
begin.
checkpoint. Like you see, it seems that you
Your
can
will
actually
be
die
done,
in this one, because you seem
my
to have lost
good
some of the
son.
favor with the Elder God. Also, I want to try to get a good look at the Reaver in a second here. They changed how it looks a little bit in the Spectral Realm, and it's really, I think, a good change. I just need to get a camera angle where you can actually see it. Instead of just being like a narrow, you know, like spire, like it was in Soul Reaver 2, or the like Wibbly Blade. Yeah, they actually added like the hilt. You can actually see the skull and the crossguard and everything like that,
You see?
which is really nice to see.
Obedience
Like it
brings
looks more like you're
prompt
holding a
reward.
spectral version of the Soul Reaver. It's really like difficult to get an angle where you can see it though. Because you can't just like have it out all the time anymore, which you could in the last one. Okay, we're going this way?
Where do you think you're going, little soul?
Alright, we gotta get out of here. Escape the chamber before the deadly mist
You can't
rises.
escape.
Got it. Let's go. I'm sure there won't be anything in here that's gonna be the world's most awkward jump. Are we doing Blood Omen 2 after this? We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. Because I do want to get Knights of the Old Republic in there for Mad Killer. Oh, well, there's a death. Fucking hell. Oh, gotta love it. Guess what
Where
this
do you
game
think
has?
you're going,
Unskippable
little
cutscenes that
soul?
replay every time you die. We'll see about Blood Omen 2. It's gonna mostly probably depend on how I want to time KOTOR.
Embrace your destiny.
And jump. Okay, cool, we're good. Okay. I need to get onto this. I need to jump off of this.
You will never escape.
Oh. Jump. Oh god, why did... Okay, I don't know why I jumped towards the screen there. Alright. Well, we'll get plenty more looks at Raziel's death screen, I'm sure. We did it!
Clearly my escape had not been anticipated, or my benevolent master would not have expended such efforts to prevent me from going. And if my departure displeased him, then that was a victory, however small, for me.
Raziel just out here being petty for petty's sake.
In the spectral realm, water is as thin as air, putting this opening far beyond my reach. But once I found my way into the physical world, I might be able to swim up there.
Just out here like, well, if it pisses you off, that means it's a victory for me. Drama hose. Yeah. Yeah. They're a dramatic bunch, these vampires. I think we gotta jump across? That doesn't look like it'd be close enough, but no, apparently it is. Okay, we're good. You can climb in the spectral realm now. That's kind of nice.
This door would only open when fitted with an appropriate artifact. But to use such an object, I would first have to find a way back into the material realm.
I feel like Raziel needs to get some glasses when he's in, like, the spectral realm. Like, he's got some wicked double vision going on here. Barrel effect isn't nearly as good as how it was in the other game. Yeah, they just kind of went for, like, wibbly double effect camera. It's a little awkward. I think stuff like the water looks cool. Although it's weird that the water's shimmering and that the flames are lit, because that was the whole thing, is that time stops in the spectral realm. Soul Reaver astigmatism? Yeah, for real. He needs to see an eye doctor. Yeah. Okay, we win. Nice. Can I get some souls out of this thing? No? First game actually affects platforming. It looks wibbly. This is kind of a blurred effect. So it does still affect platforming when it comes to, like, the layout of rooms. Like, yeah, this doesn't look as warped here, but we are going to see areas where, like, yeah, like, the layout and, like, shape of rooms changes dramatically when you go into the spirit realm. That is still a thing.
At last, I discovered a conduit into the material realm. I would finally escape the spirit world and take one step farther from my tormentor.
Did you think to receive the same favors after your rebellion as before? No, Raziel. I have no need for you to enter the physical world, so no conduit will be granted. You serve me adequately as a wraith, and a wraith you will remain.
So, my restraints had not been removed, only loosened. I would not be held prisoner in the spectral realm. There had to be another way.
Okay, so we can't take our old way out of the spectral realm. Oh. Well, that's kind of neat. The sun looks cool.
As I emerged, I was granted a vision of what I would become if I did not escape the spectral realm. For these too were agents of my master, hunting the lost souls that struggled to escape the endless twilight of the underworld.
Giving dying in WoW. Several years before WoW, though.
My master's plan for me was ominously clear. Like these mindless hunters, I existed only to fuel him with souls, siphoning their energy to feed him and his wheel of fate. I had to break these bonds, while I still possessed my own will.
And back to Kain. This is going to be kind of how this game works. We're going to see different aspects of the story from each of their perspectives and just kind of flip back and forth as we go. I gotta clear my way out of here, though. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Raziel seems like the kind of edgelord that would be frenemies with Illidan. He very much does, yes.
This artifact seemed as though it was made for that unusual lock. Now the door could be opened.
And I feel like Kain and Arthas would, maybe not get along. That might not be the right word. That might be too strong. Monologue at each other? Yeah, Arthas did enjoy his monologuing, that's true. Similar in design, Raziel and Illidan? Yeah, I could see it. The tattoos, Illidan's tattoos actually look kind of a lot like Raziel's clan logo. He's got the blue going. To be fair, oh no, I'm trying to think. Okay, so Illidan's Demon Hunter design. I think Illidan would put you through. Can't wait through a 15-year crusade for a mount. Yes. Yes, I do. I think if Kain had a mount drop and it wasn't a 15-year grind, he would, like, actively revolt. Where the hell is the... Okay, here's the enemies. It's like, I know there's more enemies around here. Because the little barrier was still up on the door. Get me out of here. There we go. This is open now. What's this way? All the way up. What's the mount you're going for? I was telling my pal about the other day. I couldn't think of the life of me. Invincible, yeah. Name of the mount is Invincible. And if your friend knows what it is, tell him that I got it in Diablo 4. By paying money. Server resets on Tuesday because he's such a see you next Tuesday. Yeah, and I'll be running it again on Tuesday. A lot of these times will drop. Okay, we're back here. That's locked now, so now we want to go this way? Nope. That's not right. Got him. After putting your ICC on my ult, will stop speaking to me if I get invincible before you. Oh. You got a few mounts I don't have. Also got a few pets I don't have. Hunter pets. I don't care about regular pets. Battle pets are the dumbest system. That in. You just got, what was his name? Rivendar's Death Charger.
Malik, the great Seraphim warrior. I had met him before. His sword and shield seemed to have gone astray.
So this is goofy, right? So, okay, statue of Malik, and they're like, oh, his sword and shield have gone astray. And it's like, Malik's most notable character trait is that he fought with a spear. Like, every single time you see Malik depicted, he's using a spear. It's how you can identify him and, like, tell him apart from the other Seraphim warriors, because he's got his big fancy spear. So, like, why does he have a sword and a shield here? Also, wait, I need to find the door that had that, like, eagle placard on it. Where was that? Was it this way? Nope. not tradable too, so if Beth did get it. If we were both in the same raid at the same time, we could trade it, yeah. But if, like, I wasn't in the raid when it dropped, no, I couldn't get it. I think it's 2% officially, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's a 2% drop chance per run, once per week, yeah. You can solo the raid nowadays. It used to be that you needed between 10 and 25 people, but nowadays you can solo it, yeah. So in theory, I should only have needed to run this 50 times to, like, hit the statistical likelihood of running it. But, like, I've run it hundreds of times. I like, hundreds bordering into the, like, I'm probably approaching the 1,000 runs mark, and I still don't have it. I have had catastrophically bad luck. Our test determined that 2% was a lie. Yeah. Okay, spellcasters can buff dudes. We gotta kill this spellcaster. Also, I'm getting kind of low on health here. Let's recover some blood real quick. More blood. More blood. Oh, that guy didn't have any blood. Alright. Shame. Let's try upstairs. It might be a 1%. I don't remember if it's 1% or a 2%. It's single digit and low. It's definitely not higher than 2%.
Tell me, where can I find your master? Quickly, Mobius is...
in the tower.
Good.
Ah, I love playing as Kain. Kain's just like the most cathartic one to play as. That's true for both Blood Omen 2, and like Defiance. It's just so fun. Because he's so OP and just so condescending towards everyone. Eight full hours of sleep, Citadel. Good lord. Good luck. I wish you best of luck on your race for world first. Okay, hold up. It's like a 0.005% drop chance, yeah. Blood. Oh, you out of here. Hold up. Okay, caster's down. I'll tell the real dog you said hey. So Ghosty, is your friend a WoW player? And does your friend have Invincible? That's the real question. Alright, we did it. Not at all. He's completely baffled by the fact he's actually spent 15 years. He thought I was joking. Oh, no, 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 yeah. I mean, like, admittedly, there have been, you know, stretches in there where I just wasn't running it because, like, I wasn't playing WoW at the time. But, like, any time I've been playing WoW, I've been pretty thorough. Not super thorough, but, like, pretty consistent on running that, like, at least once a week. There were stretches where I was running it, like, significantly more than once a week. Because you can run it on all your alts. Like, the once a week cap is per character, and I have a lot of characters. It's like, there was a bit during Warlords of Draenor where I was running Ice Crown, like, 15 times a week. Because it only takes, like, 20 minutes to run.
Malek's missing shield. I hated to restore his dignity, but I would need to return this to his monument before I could progress.
Okay, so we need to go take this back to the monument. Oh, what is this? So we need to get back to the courtyard with Malek in it. Not gonna lie, don't remember which path is gonna be the fastest way to get there. Nope, apparently there's still enemies in this room. How about now? Okay, there's enemies down below me, but I don't really see a reason to give a shit about them. I think we just backtracked the way I came. Another thing to note too with the like invincible drop rate is that the 1 to 2% is like now that it's soloable. Back when it was live current content, if you ran it on heroic, I believe it was guaranteed to drop 1 for your raid. But then you had to, you know, like roll on it between the 10 to 25 people that were in the raid. So one of those 10 to 25 people was guaranteed to get it each week. You can only do the raid, you can only do any raid once per week per character. So the more characters you have, the more you can run it. And it's nowadays relatively low level content, so like you don't even have to have like particularly good characters. I would guess you can probably solo Ice Crown at around level like 40 these days, maybe 50, and that does not take long to reach. Oh my god, there's like a billion archers out here. Get me the hell out of here. I have no reason to fight all of you. Oh, I may have just found a reason. Alright, we're good. Oh, I see a secret back at the end there. We want to go get that. Well, so that guy just fell off the balcony. Like, I didn't even do anything to him. Alright, more telekinesis. Remember, Raziel's got telekinesis, right? Yeah. Because yeah, he gets it from the Turel vampires. When he's like below the tomb of the Seraphan. I also love when Kain does the, like, grab attack to, like, suck people's blood. He just picks them up like a completely limp ragdoll. Just like, excuse me, sir, I need your blood.
Dive!
Oh, he said Ve Victus. He said the thing. It was very quiet, but it was there. Hold up, let me get some more guys I can stun. Maybe we're gonna start stabbing more people with this sword.
Malek's sword belonged in his right hand. However distasteful this errand was, I would return it to its proper place.
How many of you do I gotta stab? There it is. Wait, did they just get back up? Or are those different guys? Some new guys come out of the hole after I killed those guys. Get up. Ah, I love the stabs. They're so good. That's one thing I really do respect this game for. The combat's super fun, and it keeps that same, like, just brutal, visceral combat that, like, Soul Reaver 1 had, where it's like you're just impaling dudes and chopping all the blood out of them, and, like, it's just so over the top. Love it. Love the screen racing games in Streets of Rage, hit enemy to screen and slide down, yeah. It's super fun. Like, the platforming is janky as hell. It's probably the worst platforming in the series just because of the cameras. Alright, cool.
The way to the tower now lay open before me. I looked forward to finding Mobius and resuming our conversation.
We're on our way. Off to the tower. Remake might benefit this more than the others. They can rework the camera and platform, keep the combat the same. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, if they just implemented Soul Reaver 2's camera and control system to this, like for the, like how you manipulate the camera, just like tie it to the right stick and put Soul Reaver 2's camera in here, you fixed like the biggest problem this game has immediately.
Die, vampire!
Oh, don't want that. Okay, like, see, where's this guy?
Die, vampire!
I don't want to be fighting this guy in the corner. came out, what, 2003? Yeah, that is correct. This one actually, I played, like, at release. This was like I went and picked it up, like, the week it came out at the local game store. Both Soul Reaver 2, Blood Omen 2, and this one I was able to play, like, at launch. The original Soul Reaver and Blood Omen I didn't play until I just streamed it, like, a week or two ago. And Soul Reaver I didn't play until maybe a year or two after it came out when a coworker of mine loaned it to me. Tears for God of War is one of me that is inspired by the OG God of War. Yeah, no, I think Devil May Cry is probably the biggest influence on this style of like hack and slash gameplay. Because the original Devil May Cry is like, it's just this except done better, except not, you know, not this story. All right, first bridge down. Oh. Oh my god, please, I just want to get my sword charged up. There we go. That should take care of a few of them. I think I've got this new, like, heavy overhand slice. Alright. Jump over to here. Is there anything, like, around this? No. No, there's not. And interestingly, speaking of Resident Evil, Devil May Cry has got some ties to that as well. It was originally planned to be the next Resident Evil game, and they reworked it into Devil May Cry. Okay. So we've collapsed this, but now we want to go this way. We haven't been over here yet. Okay, grab this. Can't get in here. Oh my god. This guy, calm down there. This guy thinks he's a hero. Okay, blood. Oh. Blood. What's in here? We've got... nothing I can do just yet. Okay, we gotta go find an upgrade. However, we just got that sword, which should unlock a door back on the other side of the bridge. Use my little jump pad to get back over there. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, these guys need to go. Oh, we might be in trouble. Get out of here. Need some blood. There we go. Especially a gothic fantasy game where every door is the heaviest thing of all time and taking all your strength to open. Yeah. No, Kain just kind of flings this stuff open like it's made out of paper. They really leaned into, like, the power fantasy with Kain. That's, again, that's true in Blood Omen as well, and Blood Omen 2 for that matter. Like, Kain very much is just designed to be like a over-the-top power fantasy kind of character. Okay, so we've got spin the thingy. It opens whatever one we're pointing at. Got it.
Curious. This artifact, joined with the relic I discovered earlier, appeared to be but one fragment of a larger emblem. This shard was endowed with elemental fire, enhancing both the Reaver and my telekinetic powers.
Okay, so the way this works now is I can now use my telekinesis to set stuff on fire like this. It's magic. Telekinesis to cause fire. Yeah, I think pyrokinesis is probably the word we're looking for here, but that's okay. I was like, I do think they actually have a word for that. I don't know why we have a word for that, but... There we go. Now then, now that I can light things on fire, let's try heading back over the other way. And we should be able to do something in that room at the end of the hallway here. Oop. One thing I will say for the camera is that, like, because they were going for a much more cinematic look, I have a feeling this probably is a lot more fun to watch than it is to play at times. Because, like, it does look really cinematic. It's just a little awkward when you're trying to control it. So sometimes you're going to get the cinematic experience of Kain falling off a building 6 times in a row. Like this here. How far away is that? I don't know, guess we'll find out. Alright, we made it. First try, not bad. And I believe...
Here you are at last. I see you found a fragment of the balance emblem. This will be of even further use to you, if you can find the other 3. Now, shall we?
Yes. Let us continue our conversation, but on a somewhat different footing. Now, what do you have to tell me, Mobius?
You cannot kill me. We both know that this is not how or when I die.
Death is not the only possible outcome.
Your delusions of fulfilling the vampire's foolish prophecies have badly distorted your judgment. And Raziel is not what you think.
You dare imagine what I think.
So, you prevented Raziel's soul from entering the Reaver. Do you believe for a moment that by this you have averted your fate? Or his? Or that of Nosgoth itself? Your manipulations are pathetic.
Yet Raziel retains his free will, and that's what frightens you, isn't it, Mobius? You cannot see his path, and so you cannot control it.
And neither can you. Yes, Raziel is shrouded from us, but we see the ripples of his potential actions, and every path he might choose leads to the same outcome. He will kill you, Kain. In sparing Raziel, you have written your own death sentence.
You still have not answered the question I came to ask. Where is Raziel?
He is not, in a true sense, here. Not now.
Don't try my patience, Mobius. What have you done with him?
He is contained. In time, it may be safe to release him. His destiny must be completed. He will enter the sword. But until that time, he is dangerous. Far more dangerous than you could understand.
And your incontrovertible evidence?
The answers are plain, if you know where to look. Go west of the pillars. There you will find a testament written in stone.
But stones, too, can lie.
Okay, so Mobius claims that Raziel's dangerous and is going to lead to the death of Nosgoth, and that this is foretold in some kind of prophecy. And that in order for Nosgoth to be saved, Raziel has to enter the Reaver and kill Kain.
The pillars of Nosgoth stood pristine against the horizon. To the west, I would find the enlightenment Mobius felt I lacked.
Alright, let's jump into bat flight.
There had to be a way to escape the spirit world without the help my master was pleased to deny me. Only in the material realm would I have a chance to seek my destiny, or change it.
Can I access this thing? I see one of those upgrades up there. No. Okay, I can't get to it now. Let's get the hell out of here. Can I deal with you guys? I'm gonna try. I think we'll get to, like... We'll get Raziel back into the material world, and we'll call it a part there. That seems like a sensible place to call it a first part.
There's no hope.
I want to go this way? It's been a long time since I've played these. Oh, he managed to get out of there. But sometimes these guys will like absorb each other now, like when their soul goes loose, and they can use that to like rematerialize and break out of you eating them. Anyways, get out of here. Particularly reminds me of Firelink. Yeah, I can see that for sure. I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually supposed to be the same cemetery that you're at the beginning of Blood Omen 1, where like Kain's mausoleum is. I just don't know when we are right now. Because, like, I don't know how long we were in the Spectral Realm for. Whee! I'm sure we'll find out once we get back into the material world. Eh. Come on. Perfect. Okay, I think we need to go over, because I'm not going to be able to pull the door open.
In this crypt, I discovered ethereal gases rising from the moldering corpse within. As I neared, I felt a distinct spiritual pull, and the closer I approached, the more that pull intensified.
Okay, hold shift and press action.
In the end, it was not difficult. I projected myself down into that tomb and found myself reborn into the material world. It was a loathsome vessel, but with an effort of will, that too could change.
Alright, we did it. We're free. We can finally continue on in the game. I think Raziel looks cool, but why doesn't he put on some armor? Yeah, although I guess, actually, no, that's a fair point. It's a little weird that his, like, leg armor and, like, armbands form with him every time? Because he's supposed to just be, like, materializing himself through this corpse. So, like, where's he getting the material for the cloak and all the armor and stuff? Alright, we are going to save there, though, and that's thankfully another thing they brought back from Soul Reaver 1. Look at that, I don't have to go find a save point every time I want to save. Strike stone to charge the Reaver, oh. Hey, look at that, I've got the same abilities as Kain. Do I have the same... Okay, when I say that... No, I don't have any upgrades yet. Will you see the deal talk? We'll have to wait and see. I don't know how many more parts this is going to be either. I actually don't remember how long Defiance is. It has been probably 15 years since I last played Defiance all the way through. So, like, I don't remember some of the, like, flow of this story. Like, I know we're going to end up fighting Terrell at some point. And I know... Is my health ticking down? Did they bring that back from Soul Reaver 1? Yes, it's just really slow. Okay, cool. But yeah, I know we end up fighting Terrell at some point. I don't remember a lot of what Kain does. And I know there's a couple of the story beats that are going to come up, and I know how the ending works. But there's a bit in the middle of this that I just don't remember. So I'm looking forward to replaying this, getting through all this, and finishing this up. And like I said, we'll see about Blood Omen. Blood Omen's not like a surefire thing, but it's definitely something I would like to do. We will do Blood Omen eventually. It just may not be like immediately following this. It might be a good filler. Like I'll save it for if I'm feeling sick or something like that, and I want to fill in some time. Yeah, thank you all for joining. I will see you next time. I am going to go get myself some sleep because I do need to work tomorrow, and I'm quite tired as it is. And we'll be back tomorrow with a bit longer of a stream. This one's going to be a little short just because I do need to get some sleep here, but we'll be back tomorrow with a fuller length stream, trying to push through. It might be all I need to finish this. I'm just going to cheat, and I'm going to look at a game FAQs walkthrough for Defiance real quick and see how long it says it is. Give me the old guide here. We made it through about 4 parts out of 15, according to this guide. So, probably 2 more parts is going to be my guess for this. Will be it. I'm also not going to promise I'm getting all of the upgrades. It's entirely possible I'll miss some upgrades in here. I don't remember their locations that well, and you can't backtrack as much to go, like, search them all down. So it's entirely possible I will miss some of them. That's fine. I'll live. But yeah, for now, I'm off to bed. I will be back tomorrow to finish up or start some more of this. Thank you for joining, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye for now.